No matter where you go, you're always in reality. It's the ebb of the flow, the thick of the thin reality. So kick back, relax, you're among friends in reality. We want you to know you're a part of the show in reality. So ladies and gentlemen, for your edification, it's Reality Ranch, our presentation. Woo-hoo. No matter where you go, you're always in reality. It's the ebb of the flow, the thick of the thin reality. So kick back, relax, you're among friends in reality. We want you to know you're part of the show in reality. So, ladies and gentlemen, for your edification, it's Reality Ranch, our Christmas show. Presentation. Oh, there's some things that are a little. What fooled you, didn't I? We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. So bring us a figgy pudding, bring us a figgy pudding. Yes, bring us a figgy pudding and bring it right here. We won't go until we get some. We won't go until we get some. We won't go until we get some. So bring it right now. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Oh, we wish you a Merry Christmas. Wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy. Welcome to the show, folks. My name is Bob Livingston, coming all the way from Austin, Texas. Thanks for coming. Because it's a good night for singing. I got too drunk and my ears are still ringing, but it's so good to see ya. It's a brand new day. We've been singing weary midnight tunes. We started last June and it's a 3/4 moon and we still got time. We still got time. It's a brand new day. I wonder where are all those pleasant souls tonight? Indecision made them stay home and wait for daylight. My mystical witness, help me in my flight. Singing hours on into the night, over and over till we finally get it right. The nighttime seesaw, the love light, and we saw love at the right time. Love at the right time. Kick it, Bob. It's a good night for singing. Woo. I got too drunk and my ears are still ringing, but it's so good to see you. It's a brand new day. Oh yeah. It's a good night for singing. I got too drunk and my ears are still ringing, but it's so good to see you. It's a brand new day. It took us lifetimes to get this far. Back to reality. I wonder where you are tonight on this brand new day. Let's go. It's a good night for singing. That's right. It's a good night for singing and for dancing and romancing and hanging out on the internet with Bob and even on YouTube. I think you can get it. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. That's what they say. Feliz Navidad, prospero año, felicidad. Everybody. Feliz Navidad. Oh yeah. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. You can sing it back to me. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad. Oh yeah. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año felicidad. That's what they say. Oh, Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año felicidad. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Help me sing it. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. Watch out, Bob. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. And it's a good night for singing. I got too drunk and my ears are still ringing, but it's so good to see you. It's a brand new. Oh yeah, thanks a lot for tuning in, folks. Like I say, my name is Bob Livingston. Hadn't changed from the last time I said that. And we're out here in internet land. I don't exactly know what to call this thing, but it's my live stream. I do it every Friday if I can do it. And I just want to tell you right now, next Friday, the 18th, we're doing the big Cowboys and Indians show. I'm going to talk about that more a little bit further on in the show. But Cowboys and Indians, a virtual concert with some live video as well as brand new stuff, and really amazing. Oliver Rajamani on tabla, Nagavali singing, Anu Naimpali is doing all this Bharatanatyam dance to it. It's a pretty amazing show. Bradley Kopp playing the great guitar. Steve Schwellig is the drummer. I get to play bass and guitar on this one. Okay. You know, I was a bass player. I still am. If anybody wants a session. Thank you, Original Spirits, for tuning in. I think I better check on just to see how we're sounding. Okay, go. Here we go again. It sounds good. All right. Thanks a lot. I hope so. She lives down south where the rivers age, goes back to the original spirit. And the India ink is flowing over the page, down to the original spirit. And the rhythm of life is still young, and she is one among the original spirits. And every morning she walks out to the sacred ground where the ancient music is playing. She begins to sing as the rain falls down, like 1,000 voices were praying, yeah. And then the clouds have all gone, and her light shines on in her original spirit. And I need to know that I'm a part of this original spirit. I need to know it. I need it. Where my aim is true, and I ride that royal road. Yes, I know the truth. I know it when I hear it in its original spirit. So take me down south where the river's age goes back to the original spirit, the original spirit. And the India ink is flowing over the page down to the original spirit, where the rhythm of life's still young, yes it is. And we are all at one with the original spirit. Original Spirit. That song was on a record called, we later called it Original Spirit. The name of it, of the album, when we first put it out in 2004, was called Mahatma Gandhi and Sitting Bull. And it was named after a song, and I'm going to do it for you. But I knew I'd made a terrible mistake when, what can I say? I was on a radio station in Lubbock, and the DJ couldn't even pronounce Mahatma Gandhi. You know, so I knew I'd made a terrible mistake, so we recalled the record and called it Original Spirit. Buffalo Bill, in the Wild West. Zulu warriors, Maasai tribesmen, mounted riders from everywhere, Hussins, Cossacks, Vaqueros, Native American cowboys and Indians out to kazoo. Trick ropers, snake charmers, Wild Bill Hickok, Annie Oakley, Willie, Buffalo Bill riding above everybody else, I guess. He's the most famous man in the world, Buffalo Bill was. So they go to England, And Queen Victoria was no different than anyone else. She wanted to get next to Buffalo Bill in the worst way, maybe the best way. And she had a command performance. And she thought, what would it be like if I had these two Indians come over to my place? What would they talk about? This might be nice. Queen Victoria was kind of like that. And when this multicultural extravaganza came in front of the royal box, she stood up and saluted the American flag, the first time in history a British monarch had ever done it. That was on Christmas Day. That was the only thing that I told you that wasn't true, but I was just seeing if you were paying attention. I also forgot to tell you that Mahatma Gandhi was sitting in the royal box with her. Now Mahatma Gandhi and Sitting Bull were lying in the sun around the swimming pool, talking about breaking all the rules, and listen to the radio. KOOP, under the X in Texas. The Mahatma winked and he flashed a grin. He said, the Wild East is where I've been. If you've seen it once, you gotta see it again. You gotta see the Himalayan snows. Sitting Bull, he said, Gandhiji, it's the Great Plains for me. Chasing buffalo and living free, and watching all my children grow. Well, Gandhi pulled his weaver's thread and he spun some yarns. Then he said, no need for the Tibetan Book of the Dead to know which way the spirit goes. Well, that's what he said. That was supposed to be the Mormon Tabernacle Choir, which just happened to be standing on the street corner when it all came by. Here's the moral of the story. West is east and east is west. We're only one planet and that's the test. We're just passing through, we got no address. Awakening what we don't know every day. Yeah, Mahatma Gandhi and Sitting Bull, they share a pipe with me and you. They both knew how to break the rules and listen to the river flow. Oh yeah, listen to the river flow. And they were cowboys and Indians. That just kind of popped in my head to do that. What I really wanted to do is a song called Blind Love. This was on the Lost Gonzo Band album that never came out, the fourth record. On Capitol Records. And some of it's sitting there right now. One of these days, we're going to get it together and we're going to do a compilation of Gonzo's stuff. We've got all the makings of a pretty cool record. Lots of demos. Oh yeah. It's called Blind Love. Blind love has been messing with your mind, and you're blind to the fact she got you waiting in line. Feels so good and it hurts so bad. Nobody can tell you that you've been had by love. Blind love. Blind love is gonna take you for a ride. It won't give you no choice, no time to decide what's springing from your heart, causing all the pain. And one thing sure, you never feel the same about love. Blind love. You think you got something going, but it changes from day to day. And seeing ain't believing, so you just gotta get away. You've been walking the floor, worrying about running around and around and around. And night after night is just about to run you down. Blind love, you're gonna take it for a ride. It won't give you no choice, no time to decide what's springing from your heart, causing all the pain. And one thing sure, you never feel the same about love. Blind love. You think you got something going, but it changes from day to day. And seeing ain't believing, so you just gotta get away. You've been walking the floor and worrying about running around and around and around. And night after night is just about to run you down. Blind love has got you howling at the moon with cigarettes and beer alone in your room. You're like a B-grade actor playing your part. You can't see with your eyes, but you feel with your heart. Blind love. Blind love has been messing with your mind, and you're blind to the fact you got you waiting in line. And it feels so good, hurts so bad, nobody can tell you that you've been had by love. Blind love. Blind love. Blind love. Yeah. How we doing out there, folks? Sounding pretty good? Well, I'm having a good time, and I've been doing a lot of work in the studio, in my little studio here, working on this Cowboys and Indians project. And it's a fantastic experience to be able to finally, at long last, learn some recording techniques right in your own house. Sounds pretty good. And so I'm going to be doing a lot more of that. But the Cowboys and Indians show is next Friday, the 18th at 7 p.m., same time as this. And I wish you would tell all your friends, check out the event page of the Cowboys and Indians show. And go over to the Cowboys and Indians Facebook page and like it as well. And you'll be getting a lot of information there. We've got a pretty big group, pretty fun group. And we might as well just do Cowboys and Indians right now. Thing is, I got a chance to go on these tours for the United States State Department. Started in 1986. I think the last one I did was something like 2012 only. But that seems too long ago. Went to 35 different countries. Hundreds of cities. But India was the furthest out, and I love to play with all these local musicians on their indigenous instruments. And when I got back to Texas, I wanted to be able to duplicate that. So I found me some cowboys. They're wearing cowboy hats, and I needed the real Indians. Some cowboys and Indians came riding across the sands of a blood-red painted desert, lone equestrians. Sometimes red is black and black is white. Mortal colors vanish from your sight, but not the cowboys and Indians. Visionary drifters on a timeless caravan, sticking close together when things get get out of hand, sharing in an unspoken word that each and every one of us has heard. The cowboys and Indians, here they come. Here's your part. Oh, that's your part. Sing it. Sacred, almost holy, they were here before me. Carry on. Through the lost horizon, went into disguise and carried on and on and on and on and on. And they're never out of focus. They're always in focus. Except for today. Always on a sacred trail. And it's absolutely guaranteed their steps will never fail. Oh, the wheel is turning, even standing still. And the wisest men know never to reveal. The cowboys and Indians, yeah, cowboys and Indians, the cowgirls, cowboys and Indians. Here's your part. And they are cowboys and Indians. Imagine that with tablas and murdungums. What do you think? Are you having a good time? Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. A day or two ago, I thought I'd take a ride, and soon Miss Fanny Bright was sitting by me side. The horse was lean and lank, misfortune was his lot. We got into a drifted bank, and soon we got upside. You see, I never knew what they were saying there until today. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Now the ground is white. Go it while you're young. Take the girls tonight and sing this sleighing song. Get a bobtail bay, 240 is his speed. Hitch him to an open sleigh and crack, you'll take the lead. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the... Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Yeah, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. In a one-horse open sleigh. Yahoo! Merry Christmas, folks. Merry Christmas. It's coming up. Holidays, New Year's Eve is always a loaded time for me. A loaded time of the year. I've got a birthday and a lot of stuff going on. I've always felt a little, tentative about. Throat coat. I need it. Oh, yeah. Well, we're going to go over to my office and come on with me. I'm just going to go to another screen and check it out and see how we're doing on Facebook. What do you think? Except see that what I've got to do is be able to do this. And here I am. And I'm glad to see you all here. Let's see. Let's go up here. So we got Suzanne Cyphers. Howdy, Suzanne. Great gal. Fan, likes Ruby shoes. I'll play that for you later. Eric Johnson. How you doing, Eric? Anne Marie Cook. Greetings from the Hill Country in New Jersey. Well, I got a feeling something I can't explain. Brittany Hamilton. Great shirt, vest, bolo, looking slick, sounding great. Okay, well, thanks very much, Brittany. She's also manning one of the streams here, so if you got anything important to ask, you can ask her, right? Debbie Kelly, how you doing, Debbie? Dr. Felix. Merry Christmas, Bob. Sounding good, looking good. Thank you very much. A couple of, like yesterday, I fired up the old OBS and it was kind of blurry and I didn't know what to think and all the settings were weird, and so I just been spinning. I hope it looks okay and sounds okay. Kevin Daugherty. I have a hard time saying your last name, always have. Hey, Bob, here we go again. Video and audio are perfect. Glad to see you back. Merry Christmas. All right, Rick West. Sounds great, Bob. Thanks, Rick. Yeah. Christine Ferrardo. All right. Christina, how are you doing? I hope you're doing better and better. Drink a lot of water. I think you should drink coconut water. That's good for what ails you. Coconut water, for sure. All right, what are we doing? Got to make sure that we're okay. And Bill Bassinger, how you doing, Bill? Good to see you. Okay, I think it's about all the people that have posted. It's good to see you. I'm going to tell you one more time about the Cowboys and Indians show. And I'm going to give you a little taste of what it is. Cowboys and Indians, we're sponsored by the Texas Commission on the Arts touring roster and also the Austin Arts Commission Economic Development Department. We get a grant to be able to play these shows, and of course our season was completely decimated like everybody else, but we're going to do this virtual show, and we had to learn the new technology to do the virtual show. And so I'm going to show you a clip. This doesn't have any, this is just some footage that we've got of some of the live stuff put together by Amy Morrow, who's helping out the Cowboys and Indians. And so it's about a minute and a half. Stick around. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll be right back. Next week, when is it? Friday, the 18th. The 18th of December. Cowboys and Indians show. Live. She lives down south where the river's age goes back to the original spirit, and the India ink's flowing over the page down to the original spirit, and the rhythm of life is still young, and she is one among the original spirits. So that was Cowboys and Indians, and I hope you really tune in. It's going to be just to see how we pull it off. There'll be 6 or 8 of us there in various, waiting rooms, and we'll come out and introduce you to them, and they'll be telling you all about themselves and playing some live stuff. You can't play live at the same time. All you technicians out there, if anybody can figure that one out, you'd make a lot of money. It's against the law of physics. But so we need an Einstein or somebody like that to figure out how to do it. They say you can do it, but most people say, no, you can't do it. It's just the latency issues and the time something leaves someplace and gets to the other place, and then you do something that you're sending your signal out, trying to get on with that signal, and it just gets to be a reverberation, goes round and round and round. So it doesn't usually work. I'd like to do a Jerry Jeff song for you. It's on my new CD, Up the Flatland Stairs, and it's a song for the times. It's called Shell Game. And old Jerry Jeff passed on to the other side a few weeks ago. I did a little tribute here for him, and I played with him for so long. I was talking to Freddie Kurtz today, or somebody, and Freddie played with him. And Jackie Jack was one of a kind, but he had some great songs that were on a record, arguably his best record, before he ever got to Austin. It's called Drifting Way of Life. And great stuff on there. I think Bill Hearn does Drifting Way of Life, but a lot of people, he recorded in Nashville, and this is one of the songs, but I used to always like to slow it down. He does it really fast. We'd be on the road, and after the show, either back at the hotel, or a lot of times it'd be a piano, backstage or something, or on stage, we'd just take over the club, and Gary and I would fight over who got to play the piano. And I knew all this Beatles stuff, so I got to play piano while everybody's singing along. It's a great feeling. And you never give me your money. But there was a Jerry Jeff song that I used to do, and he liked the way I did it. And I didn't have a piano on this recording, but I just kind of slowed it down, and it just has a great message. How many times in the lonely night someone you'd like to know passed you by, with half-held words you chance to speak, but it's too late, he's down the street. Cast off that shell, don't resist the unknown. Your understanding is open-handed. Hold it closed and you're alone. We chain ourselves with petty games and build false walls of title names to find the road that leads somewhere, where we're passing it by every day. Whoa. Cast off that shell, don't resist the unknown. Your understanding is open-handed. Hold it closed and you're alone. So don't you wait until you're stranded to find somebody to throw a hand in. Just be you in your free-form pattern, and your shackle games of life, they won't even matter. Won't even matter. Cast off that shell. Don't resist the unknown. Your understanding is open-handed. Hold it closed and you're alone. Oh, tell me now, cast off that shell. Don't resist the unknown. Don't resist it. Your understanding is open-handed. Hold it closed and you're alone. Well, thank you very much. So funny. All right. Here's another song on the new record. I'll send this out to George Ann, if you're out there, George Ann. Oh, yeah. I want to get a different harmonica, though. I hope I know how to play this song. I always have a problem with it. Maybe it's this. That's it. Okay. This has a message. Oh yeah. I finally found a piece of solid ground. It feels so good, I want to spread the news around. It's an open book, the human race. You got your feelings written all over your face. I came into this world all alone, and surely I'll be leaving it on my own. I can't pin my hopes on anyone. When the world's on fire, there's no place left to run. And it's a whole lot more than the American dream, but it shouldn't be less than what it's supposed to be. It's got to do with your heart and the message that you send. Throw caution to the wind now. You can't find it reading between the lines. You can't weave a pattern from your own designs on a bed of roses just to lie. How many castles have you built in the sky? Don't think there's any answer to find by looking into the chambers of your mind. All that's taught and all that is heard is wrapped up within one single word. And it's a whole lot more than the American dream, but it shouldn't be less than what it's supposed to be. It's got to do with your heart and the message that you send. Throw caution to the wind. Watch it. So many dreams founded in this land, have come to rest out in the barren sand. There's but one thing to discover. Love is all you got to uncover. Love's the only thing on which to rely. Whatever you can touch will from your fingers fly. Love's the only thing that you can trust. All else will crumble down with you to dust. And it's a whole lot more than the American dream, but it shouldn't be less than what it's supposed to be. It's got to do with your heart and the message that you send. Throw caution to the wind. It's a whole lot more. And it shouldn't be less, shouldn't be less, shouldn't be less, shouldn't be less. It's got to do with your heart. Sweet love, throw caution to the wind. And it's a whole lot more than the American dream, but it shouldn't be less than what it's supposed to be. Got to do with your heart and the message that you send. Throw caution to the wind. You see, I modulate. It's strange, but I modulate to F. So if I wanted to play anything after it, that modulation is pretty much impossible. I got to say that. So how are we doing? Are we still on? We're rocking and rolling. Okay. Now, I want to do this song, and I've always loved this song, and it's not a Christmas song. That's the great thing about it. But it's a well-loved song. And see if I can do it. And so this is a song called Good King Wenceslas. And it's sort of a true story. Wenceslas was the king of Bohemia, in part of England, they say. And it was back in the 10th century. And he was known as the righteous king. He was righteous. And he would regularly go through the town, especially in the winter months, giving alms to the poor and treating some of the peasants. He was just well known, so much so that the Pope Pius at the time was influenced by Wenceslas and did this 10-mile in the bare feet trek through snow to take alms to the poor. So this was first published in the 13th century, and the lyrics were written by a guy named John Mason Neale. Neale, interesting way to spell it. And the song comes from a tune called Tempus Adest Floridum. Tempus Adest Floridum. I think it's something about spring. And he took the tune and put it to these words. Good King Wenceslas looked out on the feast of Stephen, as the snow lay round about, deep and crisp and even. Brightly shone the moon that night, though the frost was cruel, when a poor man came in sight, gathering winter fuel. So the king is on the ramparts of his castle, and he's looking down, and he sees the peasant. And he turns to his page. Hither, page, come stand by me, if thou know'st its telling. Yonder peasant, who is he? Where and what's his dwelling? Sire, he lives a good league hence, underneath the mountain, right inside the forest fence. By St. Agnes Fountain. So the king has an idea. Bring me bread and bring me wine, bring me pine logs hither. Thou and I shall see him dine when we bear them thither. Page and monarch, forth they went together. Through the rude winds while lament, the rude winds while lament, and the bitter weather. And so the page, out in the extreme cold, he's feeling a little faint of heart. Sire, the night is darker now, and the wind blows stronger. Fails my heart, I know not how, but I can go no longer. Mark my footsteps, my good page, tread thou in them boldly. Thou shalt find the winter's rage, freeze thy blood less coldly. So in his master's steps he trod, where the snow lay dented. Heat was in the very sod which the saint had printed. Therefore all good men be sure, wealth and rank possessing. Therefore all good men be sure, wealth and rank possessing. Ye who now will bless the poor, shall yourselves find blessing. Good King Wenceslas looked out on the feast of Stephen. And the feast of Stephen is the day after Christmas. I forgot to include that in the introduction, but it's the 26th. Good King Wenceslas, who was made a saint, by the way. So I played with Jerry Jeff for a long time, and it was always a lot of fun. And Gary Nunn was in the band, and we were great compadres. And especially when we go to New Mexico, we love to go to New Mexico. And Gary knew all kinds of people. He knew Eliza Gilkinson already. She's told me that she's the reason she moved to Austin was Gary Nunn. A lot of people said things like that because Gary would hang out. I mean, I was just so flummoxed on the road, and I'd go back to my room and usually, and go for walks and stuff like that. I surely spent time in the mountains, but Gary would hang out with all these folks, and so one of the shows that we did up there was at this place called the Line Camp, and it was out near Santa Fe, and a big rambling roadhouse, low ceilings, bunch of movie stars hanging out, Peter Fonda and Jessica Lange, a lot of those folks. They're all dancing, and having a great time. To the Jerry Jeff show, Jerry Jeff and the Lost Gonzo Band, and they loved to have such a great time. They said, let's go on back to the bar after the show. It was the La Fonda, and we went back to the bar, and Gary Nunn and I, we had a chance to meet a poet, and he knew it. His name was Richard Brodigan. Watermelon Sugar, Trout Fishing in America. One of his poems said, "A lacy leaf of lettuce fell off of my plate and onto the floor. So what?" That was the way one of the poems went, but I realized I had to go ahead, Dr. Felix, recite it anyway, even though you don't like it. Because otherwise you wouldn't know, because he's going to be mentioned in the third verse of this song. And Gary and I got a bottle of wine. We sat down next to Richard Brodigan, whiled away the rest of the evening, and ended up writing this song. And also should be said about this song that Gary Nunn's house was at 6214 North Lamar. That's 6214 North Lamar. Down a little alleyway. Rock house, a lot of little outlying buildings. That was the compound. It was our clubhouse called Public Domain. So Gary and I got back from New Mexico and we sat around with a couple of guitars and decided to write a song. See if old Jerry Jeff would record it, and by gosh, he did. Oh, I got my irons in the fire down in Texas. Got me a toehold in Tennessee. I got my foot in the door of that California store, but I'm up to my ears in me. Don't be concerned if the song sounds familiar. Don't be concerned if it all seems the same. Just be concerned that your politics will kill you. You know that? And it's all just public domain. I took a bite of the Big Apple. Oh, yes, I dabbled in that forbidden fruit, you naughty boy, where they promised me points and they slipped me through those joints. I got sick to see any loot from the fat cat in those high-heel Gucci shoes. Don't be concerned if the song sounds familiar. Don't be concerned if it all seems the same. Just be concerned that your politics will kill you. You know that. And it's all just public domain. Let's play it, boys. Flaggos. Well, I sang in that Red River Valley. I drank wine with the poets in Santa Fe. There he is, finally. I ran with those darlings in Austin, like I ran from Snow White in L.A. I think I'd go and see what's shaking down in Bombay, because now I've broken all my vows to Demolay. Don't be concerned if the song sounds familiar. Don't be concerned if it all seems the same. Just be concerned that your politics will kill you. And it's all just public domain. And it makes sense to get into the rain. Into the rain. It's raining. It's raining. It's raining, 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 rain. It makes sense to get into the rain. Oh, yeah. Texas Swing on a Friday night. Thank you all for tuning in. Come on back over to my office for just a moment. How about it? Let's go. Here we go. So, I did want to show this to you. I had a banner up earlier, and I don't like to, completely destroy the atmosphere or anything, but we are doing this for donations. And my last live show was March the 13th, Friday the 13th, in Fayetteville, Arkansas. And the whole tour, just started the tour. That was the first night. And they went ahead with the show. And then I started driving back to Austin, and we've been really careful. We're not, there's been chances to play, but I haven't taken any of those chances. And it's we're in a pod, and The pod is myself, Iris, my wife, and one of our sons lives here, Trevor, and he's got 2 little grandkids of mine, and believe me, we're not going to let anything happen to them, so we don't see anybody or go anywhere. Everything is delivered or curbside, and so I'm trying to keep on keeping on, bringing you music every Friday and shows that are coming up, and some, maybe even a new record, and the Cowboys and Indians project. It's going to be great. Next Friday, December 18th, 7 o'clock. And so please check that out. Let me see if I can come up with this. So we've got the Cowboys and Indians banner as well. You just send it all to me. But PayPal is a good way to do it. I like Venmo. I don't know much about Cash App, but it works if I need it. But let's go back to the Facebook and just see. All right. Everybody seems to think it sounds pretty good, and I really appreciate it. Paprika Leverton is there. Paprika, I knew her as Captain Connie. She is a performance artist. She does trapeze, hangs upside down. I first met her when she's on like a 10-foot high unicycle, and she was Captain Connie, and she wants to be Paprika now, but I still call her Captain Connie. And check her out. She's on Facebook, does some great, she's, juggler, actress, a lot of fun. Hey, Cowboy Bob. Good to spend the evening with you. Thanks for the tunes. Thank you. Okay, somebody said you disappeared, Bob. Still says live. I don't know what that means, but it looks fine to me. Maybe close the screen and hop back in. I hope she did. I had been misquoted. I bet what Ernie Gamage guy said. I don't like poems about lettuce. I own every album Richard Brodigan ever recorded. Well, there you go. You've been misquoted. Sorry about that. Debbie Kelly, thank you for tuning in. Let's go on back to the big stage. Do some more tunes for you. See you up here. All right. I'd like to do a song. I'd like to run myself back by that just a few times. This is called A Few Things Right. Also on the new record, Up the Flatland Stairs. Now you can go to BobLivingstonMusic.com and Howlin' Dog Records with Don Richmond and Terry. Great people. Terry McCartney, Don Richmond. They have Howlin' Dog Records, and believe me, as a world-class studio, and this is world-class record. I mean, it sounds fantastic. And this is one of the songs off it called A Few Things Right. Let's see. That's kind of an interesting little beginning. The only one. I'd like to get just a few things right this time around. I know what went wrong last time and how it all went down. Now my mistakes are in the past, and now I know how to make a good thing last. It's true, baby. Nothing can go wrong, darling, just as long as I'm with you. Now everything is different than it used to be because of you. I always used to say I didn't like to dance, but now I do. You got me acting like a man insane, driving 90 miles an hour in the monsoon rains to get back to you, darling. Knocking on your door, I'm not lonesome anymore when I'm with you. Now I know it hadn't come easy, but after all is said and done, It's just bygone water underneath the bridge, 'cause you're the only one. You're the only one. Yeah, you're gonna see a change in me this time around. I'll be more easygoing like the Colorado flowing, Austin bound. You know change is good, it'll make us last, and all our mistakes are in the past. We're free, baby, free. Nothing can go wrong, darling, just as long as you're with me. And when I'm knocking on your door, I'm not lonesome anymore. When I'm with you, it's so true. You're the only one. A few things right. Okay, now we're going to try something. I don't know where to go from here, but I think I'll just go ahead and go here and see what happens. So I had a song on a record called Gypsy Alibi. The only really holiday song I've got is this one right here. It's called Gypsy Alibi. Won the Album of the Year at the Texas Music Awards in 2011. Album of the Year, and you can also get that. A lot of good stuff on it. Ruby Shoes, I'll be doing that in a little bit. Country Western Swing, I Can't Sleep Tonight. But I'm going to be doing this song called Dance Like It's a Holiday. I don't do it all that much. But I want to do it for you. It's kind of high for me. Oh, yeah. This is about, back in the day, Austin. I saw a Christmas night on the first dance floor. She was rocking like I never seen her before. She was romantic, she had a nice grace. I was the luckiest guy in the place. The joint was jumping and we made connection. I was mesmerized by her rhythm section. I saw her dancing with another man. She spun him around so fast, he broke his left hand. Watch it! Let's go dance like it's a holiday. Let's go dance like it's a holiday. Let's go dance, I got so much more to say. Let's go dance like it's a holiday. At 4:45, I saw her dance out the door, because I knew her backstage that she never been before. We had some breakfast way back at her place. She said she stared at the hunger in my face. Austin was moving with musicians and poets, revolutionaries that didn't even know it. A new year was coming with opportunity knocking. We opened the door and the universe was rocking. Hey, let's go dance like it's a holiday. Let's go dance like it's a holiday. Let's go dance, we got something more to say. Let's go dance like it's a holiday. I saw New Year's Eve on the Treehouse bar floor. Remember the Treehouse? She was dancing with a stranger in the yellow boots she wore. Yeah, life is a dance. Always wear your dancing shoes. Make it up as you go. You don't need to know the rules. Let's go dance like it's a holiday. Let's go dance like it's a holiday. Let's go dance, we got so much more to say. Let's go dance like it's a holiday. Oh yeah, let's go dance like it's a holiday. I love that song. So we'll go ahead and do Ruby's Shoes for you. Yeah, we got a little time. Ruby's Shoes is also on Gypsy Alibi. I met Ruby in Mineral Wells, Texas. And, you know, I come up to this place and there's this girl there. And she has lightning bolts coming out of her eyes that were Band-Aids. Her mother had taken this, you know, lightning bolt cut in the shape of a Band-Aid, and Ruby loved them so much that she had her mother do one after another, and she had lightning bolts coming out of her eyes and red eyeshadow, cosmic creature. Everything that she said was a song, so I just followed her around, wrote this down. Ruby's come up with something new, a shortcut to the sun. If I was standing in Ruby's shoes, I could be anyone, I could be anyone. I could be a rodeo dancer, I could be anyone. If she's the question, I could be the answer. First time I saw her, she was standing there on the Brazos River bank. She had a rainbow in her hair. I didn't know who to thank. Is that a wishing well? And does it really make wishes come true? I got a secret to tell. Ruby is a wishing well too. She had sunshine, she had lightning, painted like an Indian around her bright eyes. Her shadows jumping from cloud to cloud, spinning in a circle beneath the blue sky. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Ruby's come up with something new, a shortcut to the sun. If I was standing in Ruby's shoes, I could be anyone, I could be anyone. I could be a soul romancer, I could be anyone. If I'm the question, she could be the answer. I could be anyone. I could be a rodeo dancer, I could be anyone. If you're the question, we could be the answer. If I'm the question, you could be the answer. Ruby, Ruby Shoes, that goes out to Dr. Felix, and Suzanne. Thanks a lot. I'm just going to show you what I'm talking about one more time. I don't think I can, you know, I don't really like to talk about Oh no. So something weird happened. I can't bring the banner up. That's weird. Okay, well, no banner, but you know what to do. PayPal. Any of that stuff. Let's get in tune while we're at it. Played some rock and roll. Kind of got hot in here. It hadn't been cold in Austin. I don't know where you're from, but what's it like in New Jersey? Must be cold. Oh yeah. That B string. Oh yeah, let's see. Well, I haven't played this in a while, and this is a Walter Hyatt song called The Early Days. It's on Up the Flatland Stairs on the latest record, so let's see. Used to go. We'll do it in C and just kind of have a nice Hank Williams. Walter Hyatt was, one of the great songwriters. He'd from Spartanburg, South Carolina, I think. It's south or north. Anyways, from Spartanburg, and he came to Austin with the Bluegrass Beatles, Uncle Walt's band, Champ Hood and David Ball and him, and had some great songs. But I think this is the first time this one's ever been recorded on this new record. I think that's it. Places that we used to go, and the things we used to do. Who says we're not country? All the love I used to know in the early days with you. Come back in dreams but break my heart. I wake not knowing what to do. Can't seem to make another start. I miss the early days with you. No other friends I've ever known have been so close as you and I, and yet how far apart we'd grown when we said our last goodbye. Though my life is incomplete, I don't want somebody new. Life could never be so sweet as the early days with you. How my love came tumbling down, how many times nobody knows. How I wanted you around, just to kiss and hold me close. Now everything is said and done, I know it had to be this way. I'll spend my time with anyone. I'll think about you every day. Though I may find somebody yet to help me want to see life through, I love you too much to forget the early days with you. I love you too much to forget. I miss the early days with you. Oh yeah. Early Days with You, Walter Hyatt. Some great songs. Los Gonzo Band, from the first people to ever record any of Walter's songs. Let's see, that's something that I just have to do. If there's any requests, why don't we just sit down here one more time so I can show you this this banner. The banner's important. How you doing out there, folks? It's just great to see you. Sherry, thanks a lot for saying you saw it. Sherry is out there. She posted a photo. Sherry Bandy. Maybe. Or maybe she didn't. Anyway, I love to see the emojis, you know, the little likes and loves and all that kind of stuff. Go ahead and give me some of those. Welcome, partners. Please consider the virtual tip jar. That's all it says. That's right. Steve Bedu. Steve, how you doing? Good Friday night. Play on. Thanks a lot, Steve. Thanks for being here. Debbie Kelly's still there. You're hanging in, folks. You're hanging in. All right. Thanks a lot for all those little hearts and flowers and stuff. I don't know why that I can't get the banner in the main scene. Sometimes that happens. So let's just go back to the main scene. Do a few more songs for you. Can I do this? Oh yeah, let's do it in A, maybe. I don't know. I really don't know this at all. I don't have the lyrics. Well, there's Dancer and Prancer, Lucy and Blitzen, Comet and Cupid, and Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer game. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then all the reindeer love him, and they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. And so one July, it was in the 90s sometime, I go over to Jerry Jeff's house when he lived off of Camp Ben McCullough Road. We decided to record a Christmas album, and they had Christmas dinner, everything there. Everybody dressed up for Christmas, had a Christmas tree. I don't know where they got it. And we all sat around the Christmas tree and we recorded, and one of the songs we did was this song, Rudolph, and we would do this live, and then they would do the thing everybody would do, like a light bulb and all that stuff. So I asked you to do it. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose like a light bulb, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows like a light bulb. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names like Dumbo. They'd ever let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer game. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeer loved him, and they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you go down in history, you'll go down in history. Oh yeah. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. I love it. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas, Happy New Year. So bring us a figgy pudding Bring us a piggy pudding, bring us a figgy pudding, and bring it right here. We won't go until we get some, we won't go until we get some, we won't go until we get some, so bring it right now. We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Oh yeah. It's a true story, folks. That's a true story. I think we're going to have to be getting out of here, but just about time to keep on keeping on. I was talking to somebody today who built this house back in 1852, and there was a stage on this very spot, and that was when the beat was young, and they had 1852 had some people from the Civil War that played in those Civil War bands. They were here. And then in 1923, Lucius Allen and his Cosmic Pharaohs played some pharaohic music right here, and that was when the beat was young. But Bob Wills in 1951 played here with his Texas Playboys. Boy, that was when the beat was young. What did you say, Felix? You said further back? What? Okay, 100 years ago, 150, 200, 250, 300, 350, 475. Come on. Sold American 13,978,000,000 years ago. Back at the Big Bang, when the beat was young. And there was ancient man beating on sticks and rock now. Sending out a rhythm in around the clock, Lord. Beat takes over, bust and loose. Trying to hold back, just wasn't all you. All the cats around feeling they got stung. Way back in history when the beat was young. Big Chief says to sing and dance and smoke peace pipe and make romance. Beat takes over, things get to jumping. Snatching something from the jaws of nothing. Kicking evolution up another rung. Way back in history when the beat was young. And when the beat is young, you have everything under the sun. When the beat is young, well, all come together as one. When the beat is young. And then the beat kind of took off. And I got to Africa, and natives were beating on those hollow logs, sending it up the waves of the firmament, sending it up the sky, and it kind of recoiled and got back in the ocean, drifted for a while, drifted past the Greater Antilles and the Lesser Antilles, and as Iris always likes me to say, the Antilles heel, past the Antilles heel, on across the Atlantic and up to the mouth of the Gulf of Mexico, on up to get to the Rio Grande. And when the beat got to the Rio Grande, the beat was in Texas, and the beat sounded like this. Yodelay, yodelay, yodelay. It was a wasteland of vast wasteland in Texas at that time. Hotter than hell, and I'm gonna do a little poem about it for Felix. I'm not gonna do no Canterbury Tales tonight, folks. No, I'm gonna do this. It's called Hell in Texas. Are you ready? Now the devil, we're told, in hell was chained in 1,000 years. He there remained. He never complained nor did he groan, but determined to start a hell of his own, where he could torment the souls of men without being chained to a prison pen. So he asked the Lord if he had on hand anything left when he made the land. And the Lord said, yes, I have plenty on hand, but I left it down in the Rio Grande. The fact is, oh boy, the stuff is so poor, I don't think you could use it for hell anymore. But the devil went down to look at the truck, and he said if it was a gift he was stuck. For after examining it carefully and well, he concluded the place too dry for hell. Too dry for hell. So in order to get it off his hands, the Lord promised the devil to water the lands, for he had some water, or rather some dregs, a regular concoction that smelled like bad eggs. Bad eggs. Bad eggs. Hence the deal was closed and the deal was given, and the Lord went back to his home in heaven. And the devil said, I've all that is needed to make a good hell. And hence he succeeded. He began to put thorns in all the trees, and he mixed the sand with millions of fleas. He scattered tarantulas along all the roads, put thorns on the cacti and horns on the toads. He lengthened the horns of the Texas steers, and he put a little addition to the jackrabbit's ears. He put a little devil in the bronco's teeth, poisoned the feet of the centipede. The heat in the summer is 110, too hot for the devil and too hot for the men. The wild boar roams through the black chaparral. It's a hell of a place he has for hell. It's a hell of a place. Now the red pepper grows down by all the brooks, and the families down in South Texas use it whenever they cook. Just dine with these people, and then you will shout, I've hell on the inside as well as out. Now the beat is spread all around the world, and it beats in the hearts of every boy and girl. Kicking round the beat can be really fun. Gonna kick it now. Let's kick it. Ha! I'm gonna tell you how it's gonna be. You're gonna give your love to me. Love to last more than one day. Love for real and not fade away. Love, love and not fade away. So Buddy Holly, he had something going. He decided to write a song about it all. That Lubbock high school girl right across the aisle from him. He wrote the first verse, he took it home, but then he needed a second verse, and his love was higher than the Himalayas and more fertile than the Punjab. So he listened to Ravi Shankar for some inspiration. His love was deeper than the Indian Ocean. He came back one of the greatest rock and roll lines ever written today. I don't see it can be topped. It's when the beat was young, he said, my love is bigger than a Cadillac. I try to show you, but you're driving me back. Yeah. Your love for me got to be real. I want to show you just how love feels. Love for real and not fade away. Love, love and not fade away. And the beat can make you work when there's work to be done. Kicking evolution up another round. Yeah, the beat can make you work when there's work to be done. Even today when certain songs are sung, certain songs, just certain songs when they're sung, we all thank God Almighty that the beat is young. And when the beat is young, you have everything under the sun. When the beat is young, well, all come together as one. We come together as one here on this 11th of December. It'll never come again. Thank you for spending it with me. Don't forget to tip your waitresses in the band. Music can get you out a lot of heartache, folks. And I hope you have a lot of music and love in your life. When the beat is young, and when the beat is young, the beat is young, the beat is young, the beat is young. Thank you, folks. Thanks so much for coming. I really, 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 really appreciate it. You know I do. Next Friday, what's happening? Cowboys and Indians show. The Cowboys and Indians show. Next Friday, December the 18th, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. It's only an hour show, so you got to get in on it. Oliver Rajamani, Bradley Kopp, Nagavali singing. It's just an interesting experience, and I hope you come out. Please don't tell anybody but everybody. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island. From the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. Well, I was strolling that ribbon of highway. I saw above me the endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. And it said, this land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. Oh, yeah. I just want to say, this land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. No matter where you go, you're always in reality. It's the ebb of the flow, the thick of the thin reality. So kick back, relax your monkeys in reality. We want you to know you're a part of the show in reality. So, ladies and gentlemen, for your edification, it's Reality Ranch, our presentation. Frosty the snowman was a jolly happy soul, with a corncob pipe and a button nose and two eyes made out of coal. Frosty the snowman was a strange, they say, and he made the children think he'll be back again someday. There must have been some magic in that old silk hat they found, for when he placed it on his head, he began to dance around. This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you and me. We gotta go home, we gotta go home. It make no difference if we're at home. We gotta go home, we gotta go home. Make no difference if we are home. Good night, folks. Come back next Friday, December 18th, 7 p.m. for the Cowboys and Indians show.